The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Velkoth of the Zynthian Empire raised his crystalline appendage. Emma Chen, humanity's representative, straightened in her seat, her dark eyes fixed on the alien diplomat who had just proposed expanding trade routes through the Terran exclusion zone. With respect, Velkoth's translator crackled, it has been 50 standard cycles since the incident. Surely the prohibition is outdated? Emma didn't respond immediately. She simply tapped her datapad, and the chamber's holographic display flickered to life. Harry Morrison, her military advisor, leaned forward from his position behind her, his scarred hands gripping the armrest. He knew what was coming. The younger species in the council, those who had achieved spaceflight in the last century, watched with curiosity. But the elder races, the Zynthians, the Krell Collective, the Harmonious, their representatives shifted uncomfortably, their various forms of body language screaming discomfort. The incident, Emma began softly, her voice carrying through the translation matrices to every species present, is not a myth. It is not exaggerated, and the exclusion zone exists for your protection, not ours. A Novari delegate, her bioluminescent skin pulsing with skepticism, chirped a question. Humans lost a single colony world. While tragic, many species have suffered worse. Why does the galaxy treat this as... We didn't lose Harmony Station, Harry interrupted, his voice rough. We erased it. The hologram shifted, showing a beautiful world, Kepler 442b, once called New Harmony. Crystalline cities rose from emerald forests. 7 alien species had lived there alongside 10,000 human colonists, a model of integration, of peace. Then came the footage. The Devourers had arrived without warning, a hive species that had consumed 17 civilizations before encountering humanity. They saw Harmony Station as another meal. The colony sent its distress call, but help was weeks away. The aliens in the council chamber watched as the Devourers descended. They watched the slaughter begin. They watched as the colonists, human and alien alike, fought with mining equipment and bare hands. And they watched as, 72 hours later, the USCS Retribution dropped out of faster-than-light travel. We were supposed to be 2 weeks away, Emma continued. Our ship had just launched Earth's new quantum drive. Experimental. Dangerous. We burned out the engines getting there. Knew we'd never make it home. Didn't care. The hologram showed what happened next. The Retribution didn't fire on the Devourer swarm. Instead, it crashed directly into New Harmony's surface at 90% light speed. The resulting explosion vaporized the Devourers. It vaporized the colony. It cracked the planet's crust. The shockwave sterilized 3 neighboring systems. 1,700 crew, Harry said quietly. They voted unanimously. Better to destroy everything than let those things spread. But the hologram wasn't finished. It showed what came after. Earth's response fleets arrived to find their colony gone, their people dead, and 47 Devourer hive ships fleeing the system. What followed was not war. War implies 2 sides fighting. The footage showed human ships, dozens of them, pursuing the Devourers across 18 systems. Every planet the hive had consumed, every nest, every spawning ground, the humans found them all. And they used weapons the galaxy had never seen. Kinetic bombardments that shattered worlds, nanoswarms that consumed organic matter at the molecular level, quantum bombs that folded space itself. The humans didn't stop until the Devourer species was extinct. 7 weeks, Emma said. That's how long it took us to sterilize the Devourer presence from known space. We didn't ask permission. We didn't wait for council approval. And we didn't stop until every last one of them was ash. The Novari delegates' bioluminescence had dimmed to almost nothing. Around the chamber, the younger species finally understood why the elder races never spoke of humanity's integration into galactic society as a triumph, but as a carefully negotiated peace. The Terran exclusion zone exists, Harry continued, because humans have 200 colony worlds now. Each one has buried beneath it the same defense system we installed after Harmony Station. Antimatter charges large enough to crack a planet. Quantum drives that can summon our fleets from across the galaxy in hours. And AI-controlled weapon platforms that don't hesitate, don't negotiate, and don't stop firing until the threat is eliminated, or they are. Emma stood, her small human frame somehow dominating the chamber. We learned something that day. We learned that being part of a galactic community means nothing if you can't protect what matters. Every human world is now a potential funeral pyre, for us and for anyone who threatens us. So yes, Ambassador Velkoth, she said, looking directly at the Zynthian. The prohibition is still necessary, because the territory isn't forbidden to protect you from human hostility. It's forbidden to protect you from human grief. The hologram shifted one final time, showing a memorial on Earth. 7,000 names, the crew of the Retribution, the colonists of Harmony Station. And beneath them a simple phrase in every galactic language. They stood, we answered. We built that memorial, Emma said, so we'd never forget. So humanity would never forget what we're capable of when someone we love is threatened. The exclusion zone isn't a cage for humanity. It's a reminder for everyone else. The vote to maintain the Terran exclusion zone passed unanimously. As the council adjourned, Velkoth approached Emma. Your species frightens us, the Zynthian admitted. Emma nodded slowly. We frighten ourselves sometimes. That's why we insist on the exclusion zone. You call it forbidden territory. We call it a buffer between the species we want to be and the species we become when you take what's ours. Harry joined them, looking at the memorial still displayed on the hologram. Humanity's greatest strength, he said quietly, is that we're capable of anything for those we call our own. That's also our greatest danger. The Zynthian departed and Emma and Harry stood alone in the empty chamber. Do you think they understand? Harry asked. Emma looked at the stars beyond the viewport. They understand enough. They understand that human territory is forbidden not by law but by memory. And memory, Harry, lasts forever. In the cold void between stars, 50 human defense platforms powered up their weapons arrays for their daily system check. Each one carried enough firepower to sterilize a solar system. Each one was operated by an AI that had one prime directive: protect humanity, no matter the cost. The galaxy had learned its lesson. Human territory was forbidden, and the universe still trembled at the memory of why.